It seems to be very punishing.
Mm.
It seems to be hugely random. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it this game. After this game in particular, I feel pretty good about my ability to throw together a battle map at the last second.
Yeah.
Um, Especially one that gave sort of melee characters, which is what you were dealing with, a fair shot. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm not stoked right now. Anyway, Caswell, it's your turn first.
All right.
We're gonna resolve this before going back to the next group since it's almost over.
Yeah, I believe I can make a strike. Right? It's what was the conditions for strike?
So -2 movement.
Oh yeah, then no.
So you can do
All
one
right.
move, which gives you +2 movement. Fucking
Yeah.
everyone just dies at the same time where I live, apparently. So you get +2 movement and 1 turn, and then you can do 1 strike, basically.
Yeah, I'm just trying to attack then. So 6 plus 3. Crit.
6. All right, I will roll the
Flying tackle.
6. That goes into his perception, and your weapon does a crit damage of 2. You manage to stab him right in his left eye, which gouges out his what appears to be his left eye, and the eye falls to the ground, and he staggers back, and sparks fall out of the hole, but he's still standing, barely.
All right.
Good stuff, guys.
He will now take an action, which is retaliatory in nature, directly to you.
Caswell, no.
And then you die.
No, you don't. I mean, you get hit, but you will only take, I believe it's 4 endurance damage.
It's ties go to the fence, right?
Yeah, they do.
And that means I don't get hit because I have 13.
Boom.
Oh, you get. Yeah, I have 13. Okay, yeah, you don't get hit.
What's up? Drop the mic, walk away. What's up? What's up?
He misses.
What's up?
He completely misses. And then
Probably because he doesn't have. He only has one eye.
Yeah.
It's an NPC's turn. Maybe an NPC will finish this.
Come on, let me have it.
I can't let you have it if the NPC gets it done.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Batch.
Tag goes to defender. It's also technically Kylie's, and she has time to move in and attack.
Mm-hmm. Jeez, what is her move? Must be like 4 or something.
Oh, there's a crit.
She gets a crit. Roll the crit table, which is always secret because it would suck. Oh, and she kills him.
Oh, man.
So her spear goes right at the neck, into some of the servos that are exposed there, and the head sort of jerks violently back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until it snaps with a creak in a not particularly healthy-looking position, and the mechanid falls over dead.
Dead. Good job,
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Moving back to the other combat.
I don't even think we took damage, except for Kaylee. Kylie.
I did.
It's an NPC. Who gives a
It's the
shit?
top of the turnover over here.
Yep.
Turn order, so Hal's Talios goes first.
So my attack is.
Did you draw a scene for that when I'm still seeing our
It's up north, man. You gotta move
Yeah,
north.
it's up north.
Oh.
Let's see here. So I think I've been doing rolls wrong because I didn't add my hit to it. So it's actually supposed to be +6.
What? Why? That's way too much.
Well, no. The rifle is to hit is 3 because it's 1 plus my small arms, which is 2, which is 3, and then it's also for sighted shot. It's perception, which is 3. So
Oh, so you're doing a particular type of attack, is what you're saying.
yes.
Okay.
And last time I only rolled +3, so it didn't matter anyway because I killed it. But it was
I mean, you're probably going to be more interested in crits anyway, because
Yeah.
that's how this combat system works.
yeah. So let's see here. Ruler. I'm gonna have to move. Unless I can shoot. Well, no, he'll get a +1.
He gets +2 to cover.
Well, actually, it.
Because you get the light cover if you're shooting through someone.
Yes, light cover, so it's +2. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna go do that. 15.
Ty goes to defender, and he is 13 naturally, but +2 cover since
Mhm.
you're shooting through someone.
Oh,
So-
actually, there's another d6 in there too because the fire rate of this thing is 2, so it actually gets another. Oh wait, no,
Oh,
no
right.
sided shots don't get that. So
Yeah, okay, never mind.
yep.
Um,
Let's see here. So, can I fucking do a spray? I can totally do a spray fire with this thing. So, what the hell does that look like?
does that mean you can maybe hit your ally?
No, spray fire means like I add an extra d6 to the die pool because it has 2 rate of fire.
Well, you're just attacking with an extra d6 is what you're
So
saying.
spray fire is hit plus perception plus rate of fire, and I also get to move 1 square because my movement is 2, 3. No, my movement is 2, so I don't get to move at all. All right, that's not a problem. I will just do another sided shot at this
Okay.
thing.
You got a 6.
I did
I
get
will
a
roll the
6.
crit damage table. I assume you're doing crit damage
Of course.
because it's overpowered, and why would you ever do any of the other types of crit damage?
Yep.
You hit him in his int, which is enough for you to blow another searing hole right through the CPU in his forehead or something like that.
CPU in his forehead, man. So it's a silly place to put it. I say headshot.
Just like Hemlock's character.
Yeah.
It is now the enemy's turns.
Except they don't kill my teammates.
Exactly. What a headshot.
Yeah, I see
Fucking
what you're
headshot.
saying.
Jesus Christ. That was
13,
Still-
Tiger Defender.
Still salty
still
about
salty.
11,
I'm
miss,
still salty.
crit. Gifka,
that. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
you have to roll on your crit table, bro.
1d6.
You have to roll a 1d6 to see where a crit gets hit.
Don't
Oh,
get hit
man.
in your movement or else you die. No, we have to go to -2, so we're fine. 4. Which is focus.
Focus. What's your focus?
Focus. Okay, how much damage did it do?
Or what is your
What
focus?
is your focus?
3.
So
yeah,
you go to
you
2.
get 2 focus damage.
Ooh.
That is minus armor, right?
Yeah, so, hang on.
Oh,
don't
I
have
tried to ask
armor.
you this the last session. Yeah, is my combat suit
Armor
broken?
takes resources to maintain, just the same as weapons.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, Legion has +1 natural armor.
Native armor?
Yes.
Something like that? Okay, well then you only take 1.
Okay.
Cool. Should have rolled a Legion. Should have rolled a Legion.
Yeah, armor's super overpowered. They get natural 1. Crit damage is everything. Armor negates crit damage.
I mean, they're built for combat.
Yeah, and he misses 2. All right, Hoken attacks first on your team.
Did I take any endurance damage?
No, you just take crit
Oh,
damage.
it's just crit. Just crit.
Hoken misses again, despite all of his sound and fury.
Are you adding the weapon hit to it?
He misses anyway. I think it's probably +2 if I did my math wrong. at
So,
most.
to do a normal strike, it's reflex plus hit.
Right.
So if his reflex is 1, if his spear is a 1, then if he has, I'm assuming he's a skilled NPC, right? So
Yeah.
whatever.
He's got good skills.
Does he have exotic?
Yeah.
Okay, so it would be exotic skill plus the whatever the weapon is for hit.
Yeah.
Then it would be his reflex.
Okay. That still wouldn't bring him up enough to hit.
Okay.
Because he rolled a 9. He rolled really low.
I know,
Right,
but
roll.
what I'm saying is like the plus seems really low for him. So
Yeah, he would probably have like plus
6 or 7 or something like that.
something. Yeah. He'd probably have plus 3 more, but it's still not too little.
Yeah.
He's rolling like garbage. And then it's technically Gifka's turn.
Okay.
So the same thing applies to you now that I've actually worked out what hit actually refers to. So your weapon is 1. Do you have skilled and exotic? You don't, do you?
I do. I have a +1 to exotic.
Okay, so yours would be +2 for hit. Do you have any reflex?
I have 1 reflex, yeah.
So you'd be
so that's 3d6 plus 3.
There you go.
Oh, and I'll
He
do
will
crit
roll on
damage.
his crit table to determine where he gets crit. He will get crit in his strength, which, because you're using the rebarb 1, will kill him.
Yay!
So into the chest where all the servos are. Bzz, 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 sparks. He's dead. One
Bees
crit.
fly out of
And
his
the enemy
servos.
is fucking meaningless already.
Okay. I'll
And-
move over here and attack that one then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Damn.
And also move your guys so I know where you're moving. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right again.
You roll his crit table. This system is dumb. You kill him too. Because it goes right into his strength, and he's dead. Good job.
That'd be fair.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty much like you either crit or you don't, and if you crit, you
Fucking
kill him.
endurance means goddamn nothing. It doesn't make. If you can't tell, I'm salty as fuck over this system right now. I don't like it at all. Because it could equally go against you. It isn't. But equally, like, I have no idea how many enemies to put you up against. 5, if you crit and get lucky, you're going to steamroll them. But if they crit and got lucky and you didn't, you'd all be dead. And there's nothing I can do as the GM to mitigate that.
Well, they said to put in like a skilled opponent in with a group of normal mobs.
These
That makes
guys
sense.
are skilled. They've got
These are skilled guys.
Yeah, they've got full fucking character stats. They are characters. But because they only have to drop to 0 in they don't get -2 to their systems or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, there's only like 1 of the 6 that you can not insta kill them in.
Or I guess
and
combat's
of course,
supposed to be very quick then, maybe. I don't know.
combat is supposed to be quick, but it's impossible for me to figure out the balance here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to steamroll you guys, but I don't know how to make it challenging either. It seems to come down to who gets a 6
Yeah.
and who doesn't.
Motherfucker, you get a 6, alright, then you basically kill everyone. Roll
get 2
to
kills
see how
right
many
in a row.
people you kill in one swing. Oh, you hit
Yeah.
6? Alright,
just
well
gonna say
then everyone
different-
dies.
Well, at least we can say for Jeff, he's probably we're not roleplay that way. It's just he
There's
got
a
hit.
6.
There's a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are
Just
for the
replace-
NPCs that are fighting the other
NPC's
guy.
attacking the thing, so now I get to see if he fucking insta-gibs this guy, too.
No, honestly, I don't think the spears are that bad. Like, the weapon stats that you gave them, they might seem bad, but they're not. Like,
They got no endurance damage, but they got crit damage. And
Yeah.
crits happen all the time.
Yeah.
And he kills that guy, too. Everybody's dead. Congratulations.
see, like, a spear, in my mind, is something that does do crit damage.
Yeah,
So, like-
that's why I was putting my mind in it as well. If you
Yeah.
want-
So if you gave us, like, hammers, and it was, like, 1 crit damage, and, like, 4 endurance damage or something like
I
that.
should have done what I was going to do, which was make you guys need to build up 2 6s to get a crit with the spears. I was going to do that. Like, you have to build up 2 6s to get a crit.
You mean, like, confirm your crit?
Yeah, that sort of thing. I was going to do that because they have this metal exterior, but then I'm afraid you'd be fucking dead, because all they have to do is get
1, 6,
crit.
yeah.
2 crits, and any of you guys could be fucking dead. I just don't... I'm frustrated with the system. I'm sure it works. I'm sure, absolutely, if I was a player in Wade's GM, where he GM, Wade, the guy who makes the system, was GM, and I was a player, I probably wouldn't have the same level of problem with the combat that I
Sure.
am currently experiencing. I imagine.
Well, at the result of the end of combat, I say, you guys must have fought a lot more than this, or these are babies because we had no problems.
Luck, says Hoken.
Okay.
Then I have-
Really nothing. Just fine.
He just
Hoken,
constantly-
like, puts away his, like, loaded die, and he's like, fucking shit.
Ooh,
So yeah, let's Sheen change to Varian.
Yeah.
Varian steps
Varian.
He's like pissing on every tree he sees. He's marking the fuck out of this hill.
That's not how you work. You're not an animal.
Oh yeah,
You're
you're
on
right.
couch
Sorry.
4.
So anyway, you've made it to that clearing.
No, yeah.
Why don't you give me another awareness check? For God's sake, don't suck.
3 1s, -2.
12. Finally.
Terrible.
I feel like
No, it's really
awareness is
Um,
like
Okay, okay, cool.
It shouldn't be
that's
attached to an everyday skill.
that's one of
that
the
you
best
can't
results.
take.
Anyway, from the clearing, you can see. So just as you're heading down the hill, you start to look back up it from the clearing, and you can actually see something that you must have missed as you passed by it on the hill. You see some sort of structure in the jungle.
All right. What does it look like?
It
Like-
looks like a building. Like it looks like a.
I mean, I'm in a jungle, so is it like stone or metal? Like, what am I getting at?
It's a little far away now to determine its composition, but you can definitely
Okay.
see where it was, and you can approach it if you want.
All right. I was gonna say I'm just straight approaching it.
Yeah, I mean you're sort of out in the
Right.
elements. You could die of exposure. A building is definitely what you want. You will. It'll take some time to walk back to it, but you will definitely get there. What you see in the jungle, it appears to be a mansion. It is overgrown with moss and vines and stuff, but just from the basic architecture, it's large. It's got a place where a gate or fence to fence it off used to be. It's got multiple stories. It has a balcony. It has like a tower and a terrace and all these things that make it just look like a fancy building. That said, it's clearly a well-made fancy building, and although it appears to have been abandoned for some time, there aren't obvious gaping wounds in its exterior. You can't actually see a way in just by glancing. You'll have to make an awareness check to find something some way in.
All right, here we go.
Rip.
Suck.
You don't find anything in the front. Give me another roll for the back.
Just throw me a bone.
Yeah, I am. 8! There we go. Success. You find a door that has a access terminal. You can see that this place clearly used to be someone's backyard. There's even a ditch where a pool might have been, but has long since become overgrown with dirt and grass. So it actually just looks like an implausible, hole in the ground that makes no sense because it's totally unnatural. But you can figure out that it should have been a swimming pool. And you see on the door to this house, you see this. You seeing it?
Yeah.
You taking it in?
Taking it in.
Are you learning all you can from it?
Yeah.
All right. It's clearly a door, and it's marked with this symbol. And there's a There's a access terminal, sort of hand scanner that happens to be there. And it seems to be low. If it is still on, it seems to be on sort of like a standby mode. It's just blinking yellow.
Well, I'm gonna give that a go, and I have programming, I believe. Would that go with using one of those scanner dealios?
Well, it depends. How are you going to attempt to gain access for yourself?
Actually, before I even fiddle with it too much, is there an obvious way to kind of turn it on to like a more awake state?
It's a weird terminal.
Alright, I'm gonna place my hand on it and see what happens. Did you say it looked kind of like a scanner, or is it like buttons?
It looks like it was a palm scanner. It also has some buttons on it. But you're just going to place your hand on the palm scanner?
Yeah, and I just want to see what happens before I do anything.
Why don't you roll me a 1d20?
Okay.
Oh shit.
12.
you place your hand on the palm scanner, and it clearly scans your hand in a sort of almost hilariously fax room copier sort of way. And nothing happens.
All right. I'm gonna see if I can crack this thing open and play with it. Try to get it to just try to override the system.
All right. Now, if you're actually physically cracking it open, that's going to be mechanical or engineering rolls.
No, I meant more like metaphorically or whatever.
Okay. How are you going to access its systems?
There's gotta be, I'm pretty good at programming. There's gotta be like a general knowledge of like override codes or some way to access a
Why don't you roll me programming?
general system.
You can see that there are at least like 6 buttons, even though it's clearly a palm scanner. So there isn't a lot for you to access there. But why don't you roll me programming?
Oh, that sucked.
With an 8, you just I'm kind of good, with a keyboard in front of a computer, but this isn't a keyboard. I have really, I don't know intuitively what to do in this situation. So it sort of stumps you in that regard.
All right. I say fuck the scanner. I'm gonna try to break into the door.
All right, it's a big metal door.
Oh. Okay.
It's not like wood or anything.
God damn it.
If it was wood, judging by how long this place has been abandoned, it would have rotted away anyway.
All right, I'm knocking then. There's got to be somebody here.
Do you knock?
I'm knocking.
Okay, you knock. I mean, you can hear it echo into the house. I mean, you can hear it echo on the other side.
I go.
All right. What else can I do? Is there can I see like a window higher up or anything like that? Is there?
There are
any
windows
other
on the second story.
This is difficult.
I need you to be creative, Philip. You have more than enough. You can get into this building. I didn't make it so you couldn't get into this building, Philip. You just need to be creative.
Well, I'm gonna try to scale it first of all. I mean, what do these windows look like?
From the second story, they look like they might be floor-to-ceiling windows.
I mean, are they like glass? Are they barred? Are they do they have some kind of metal shutter over it or what?
They look like glass, but at the same
Oh.
time, they look like future glass, the kind that you put on the exterior of spaceships. So they don't look like. I mean, to be fair, you've never seen glass. Glass ceases to exist once space glass gets invented. So all of the glass you've ever encountered has been space glass, and you wouldn't assume for any reason that this glass would be a weaker version of glass. So you want to try and scale the exterior of the building. There are plenty of vines and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
All right, give me a physical roll. Physique or whatever it is.
What is that under? I'm sorry, since I missed last.
It's under skills. It's one of the skills you can possibly have.
Physical.
Oh, okay,
So-
physical. Cool. All right. It's for me. This is gonna suck. 10's not bad.
Yeah, you can get. You managed to find purchase into the vines, and you managed to get halfway up. You can roll again to make it the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you definitely land yourself after a shaky start on the balcony of the second story on one of the sides of the building. Again, I haven't been able to give you east, north, south, or west because your awareness rolls have been such garbage. So on one of the sides of the building, there's this balcony. It's sort of the entire this side of the building, which is one of the thinner sides of the building. It wraps around in sort of a horseshoe. And is the furthest part of the, see what I'm saying? So one part of the building is curved and has a circular balcony on its second floor with floor-to-ceiling windows at this particular part. And this is the balcony that you find yourself on.
All right, let's just do the obvious and try to give like the. Is it like a sliding window, opening window? Like, can I just see if it if it cracks open at all?
They seem to be seamless.
All right, I'm gonna try to break it.
With what?
Should have thought of that ahead of time.
You may or may not have a functioning gun on you still, Philip.
It was like space glass. Like, I don't know what to do. You make space glass sound like it's
It's
impenetrable.
space glass, probably, but does space
Alright,
glass hold
I'm
up to
shooting
direct gunfire?
I'm not gonna lie. I forgot I had a gun because nobody else had a weapon.
Yeah.
Well,
Totally
Philip, I
retarded.
told you had a gun, and
I
whose
know.
fault is it that you forgot?
It's my fault, without a doubt.
Yeah,
Just
it is
saying.
your fault. You keep smiling there, you cheeky bastard, but you are making it really hard to get you into a building that I have
Shooting
no
the
intention
glass.
of keeping you out of.
I'm shooting the glass.
Shoot the glass, roll an attack roll with your gun.
All right, how do those work? 'Cause this is my first official attack roll.
So everything is 3d6,
Yep.
and you have attacked before, Philip. It was just a month ago because you missed a session.
That was a month ago. It's a while
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
So I know it's with small arms, isn't it? Reflex and it's reflex and something else. I forget.
Dave, can you help us out here? You're the one with all the knowledge of the system.
Yeah.
What was the problem again? Sorry.
He's got to
Small
shoot
arms
his
attack.
SMG at a window. What did he roll to shoot his SMG?
So the SMG is to hit. I believe it is a 2. So it might be a 1. I'm not sure.
I think it's. I think it was +2.
Yeah. So whatever your to hit is, it is based on your small arms. So what is your small arms?
Jesus.
It'd be a 1 or something like that.
Oh, I know I put a 1 in that. Yeah, there it is. 1.
So 1. Okay. So yours would be 3 to hit with an SMG,
Okay, nothing else goes into it?
and then it'll also be your reflexes.
Okay. Cool.
So it'd be 3d6 plus 3 plus whatever your reflex score is.
Alright, cool. 21. That's a really good roll.
You got 6s.
So yeah, you should roll the to see which weakness the window has.
Do I actually roll that?
You can re-roll
No,
the 2
you don't.
if
I
you
do.
wanted to. But yeah, no.
You can spend the 6 to. You don't need to. I mean, you got a really amazing
No,
roll.
I'm
It's
not
as good
gonna.
as you could possibly get it. So you basically level your SMG and fire off a burst round, and the first bullet ricochets off, but downward harmlessly into the concrete balcony. The second bullet creates a crack, and the third bullet hits almost in the exact same place, and that crack expands into a small hole. You can see that it's sort of the window behaves much in the way that a windshield might behave, in that even though it's cracked, it's holding itself. There's a hole there that you've made, and you could clearly probably like kick in the rest or go down and get a rock or something. But you've definitely punctured the integrity of this space glass.
Alright, well, I'm gonna kick the rest in. I'm not gonna waste my time going down. I'm just straight going at it.
They're just gonna kick it.
Yeah, I might even use like the tip of my gun, so I'm not like using my own, flesh.
All right. Well,
Brain
why don't you give me a
glass.
physique roll just to see how long it takes, not to see if it actually impedes you.
11 and a
You
crit.
can use that 6 to re-roll that 2.
Oh,
So
okay.
roll the 2. Re-roll another 1d6.
4.
4. Yeah, that brings you above to the second level of success, which means that it doesn't take you very long at all. It takes maybe about 3 or 4 minutes, and there's a hole big enough for you to crawl in through. Do you crawl in?
Yes, I do.
As you enter, there is lovely, silky smooth carpeting on the ground. And just entering the room, suddenly from the ceiling around the sort of edges of the ceiling, what do I want to say? The where the wall meets the ceiling. What's that called? There's a specific name for that.